So as normal for the glutes class, we start standing up. We want to warm up and mobilize the hips specifically because that's where our glutes feature. So we're going to be standing for our warm up. On Zoom, just super quick, I'm going to go here, mute, and spotlight my screen for you so that you can see me loud and clear. See me loud and clear, is that a thing? And microphone in. Camera on. All right, hello. Okay, let's do this. So we make a start with standing knee circles to begin with. So take your weight over your left leg and then swing your right knee up and around. You can tap your toe down if you need to, but make as big a circle with your knee as your hips allow, and then change direction. So hopefully we've done 3 or 4 on the first leg in our first direction. Nice big movements. Excellent, well done. And then we'll simply change legs. So come to the other side. Nice big knee circles. Ooh, yesterday's family fit class has really affected my glutes. Change sides. And then the hip class and body conditioning from Friday as well. They are not getting any rest whatsoever. All right, come back to your first leg. We're going to swing forwards and backwards. Just taking a little squeeze, deliberate squeeze of the glutes as you kick back. Standing up nice and tall. Nice, well done. And change legs, other side, swing forwards and backwards. Oh, and the hamstrings are tight too. Can you see I'm getting all my excuses in early doors? Fab, one more. All right, come back to your first leg. We're going to swing in front and then out to the side. Taking a little squeeze here as you kick out to the side. Think of it like a micro pause. If you need to hold on to something, hold on. Otherwise, just let your arms move organically to help you balance. Take one more for me, up, and then change sides. Swing ahead, out to the side, squeeze. So if you hear my voice go funny, it's because the muscles are really sore today. All right, one more, a little swing, out to the side. Beautiful. Okay, position your feet underneath your hips, toes forward, sit down and stand. Sit back down and stand. Now as you squat, gradually come a little deeper. So you're working within the natural range available at your hips. If you can come all the way full range, awesome. If that's not comfortable, stay a little higher. One more, and you're gonna step wider, wider. And again, sit, stand, excellent. As the feet come a little wider, maybe your toes start to turn out and your knees are gonna follow your toe line. Again, work with the natural range of the hips. So if it's comfortable to go full range, all the way down, all the way up, do that. One more, then we're gonna go again. Step, step a little wider, sit back and stand. Excellent, nice. Now as you sit down, really give the glutes a good squeeze to aim to widen the knees. So think that the knees and the hips want to come in the same line. Unless you are very bendy, that will be pretty challenging, but imagine it, hips and knees, same line. Good, well done. Come on, up, and then we're just gonna march on the spot. Perfect. Give the legs a little wriggle if you need to. Shake it off, shake it off. 10 more seconds to go, and then we're gonna come into our first exercise, which is called a seesaw lunge. It's a spicy one. Okay, turn yourself to the side. You're gonna work along the length of your mat. Your right leg isn't gonna go anywhere. You're gonna step forward with the leg and lunge, come through the middle, step back and lunge. Ready? Let's go. Step, come on up, and step. Good, nice. Now again, full range if that's comfortable for you. Generous bend of both knees as you step forwards and backwards. Right leg perfectly still in position. Nice. Stepping forward, come on back, step back. You're halfway through. You can have your hands on your hips by your side or marching as you move into each section of your lunge. Good, lovely. This is nice. You got just over 5 seconds to go. We're going to go for a plank to squat thrust or walk it if you need to. So it looks like this. Plank, option 1, hop, hips are low, and hop, or step, step, hips low, step, step, plank. Ready? Let's go. So you have options. All the way down with the hips, think low. Even if it's a little kind of ease into it before you hop back. Or step, step, sit low, step, step, find your plank. Good, nice. So options available to you. You pick the one which suits you the best. 10 more seconds to go. Back to our seesaw lunge, but this time the left leg stays in position and we move the right. For 3, 2, 1. Come on up. So position your left foot in the middle of your mat, hands here by your sides, marching whatever you need to. Right leg steps forward and go. Step, knees bend. Come on up. Step back, knees bend. So let your knees decide how big this movement becomes. And if you're more upright, because the knees are feeling a little fussy, that's fine. If you can, bend generously, 90-degree bend. Awesome. You're halfway. 20 seconds to go. We've got a slightly longer recovery next. So if you need a drink, you can grab it. We're going to go through these 3 exercises twice more. Nearly there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Shake it out. Pat it out anywhere that's feeling a little stiff. Wriggle, wriggle, wriggle. Dance. Have a sip of water. Whew. All right, so round 1, block 1, done. Seesaw lunges. Working the left side. So right foot into position. Ready to step forward, through the middle, and back. Let's go. Down. Come on, up, and down. Now, if you have the benefit of a carpeted surface and a nice soft mat, see if your bottom knee can just lightly kiss the ground. Just really soft, and then you'll know you've come into the full range. Again, if that's not comfortable, don't panic, don't stress. Use the depth that your knees will allow. Excellent. Nice, you've got 10 seconds to go. Plank to squat thrust. Next, with the hop or the step, your choice. 3, 2, 1. Into your plank. Long line, shoulders over your arms. Extend through the heels. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1. And we hop or step forward. Ease the hips down, lift the chest. Hop or step back. Squeeze. Good. Now, if you are ready to pick up speed, you can move a little quicker. But don't cheat yourself out of the hip lowering exercise. I think about trying to bring the bottom edge of the inside of my thighs towards my triceps as a squeeze. Then I know my hips are down before hopping back and hopping forward. You got 10 seconds. So this bit is quick from your squat, plank to squat, and then ease into the squat itself. 3, 2, and 1. Hop on up. Quick shake. Left foot into position in the middle of your mat. Ready to step forward with the right and back with the right. Here we go. Step. Come on up. Step. So again, the same option to see if your lowered knee can lightly kiss the ground and up. Not enough, but you take a rest though, right? Little pause. Whoop, mind your balance. Down and up. Okay, next challenge, keep the chest upright if you can. So, once you've got used to the movement, look ahead of you and up. So then, your shoulders should stay a little bit more above the hips. Last few seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Shake off, have a little movement. Pat down, drink. Third and final round for this block. All right, let's get ready. So right foot into position, stepping with the left. Stand up tall, and here we go. Step lower, come on up, step lower. This time, see if you can keep your foot up in the middle section. Lift, step, lift, step. It doesn't need to be as high as what I'm taking it, I'm exaggerating, so you can see the foot is up through the middle. Otherwise, tap it through and step. Good, so it's going to test your balance a little more if you keep the foot elevated. Nice. 10 seconds left. Keep stepping. One more round. Plank to squat thrusters. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Come on into your plank. Long line with the arms, long line with the legs. Squeeze, find your plank. And 3, 2, 1. Come forward, lower, hop, hop, lower. Yes. So make it a quick bounce, if you like, to your plank. Squeeze your glutes while you're there, and then knees nice and wide as the hips sink down. Good, well done. So modify the pace if that's comfortable. Watch out for your plank, that your back doesn't get lazy and your hips sink down. Good, you've got 10 seconds to go. So think about it like heels, push back and in. It becomes a little stumpy, if you like. So really snap the legs back and in. 3, 2, 1, up we come. Ooh, shake it off. Last round of the lunges this time. Left leg into position, chest up. Remember, we're looking straight forward with the option to float the leg through your center line. Up and back, up and back. Good. Now, that plank to squat thruster is probably the most intense section that we're going to do. The rest is going to start to slow down a little bit more from here. But because we move slower, we've got a little bit more time on muscle contraction to focus on the burn. So it doesn't mean it's any less challenging. Right, just over 5 seconds. Keep stepping. Give me 3, 2, and 1. Shake it off, well done. Pat it out anywhere that's feeling a little stiff. So, we're gonna work on what we call a pigeonless squat pulse. You're gonna take your right leg, cross the ankle over your left knee. So this is your pigeon pose from yoga. You're then gonna come into a squat and stay low and pulse. Ready when you are. Hold on to something if you need to. Set the hips back, chest up, and it's a super small movement. You'll know when you found your edge, because it'll be a little bit tight here for this glute, and then you're using the strength of your base leg. Nice. See if you can keep this knee wide and low. Keep breathing, focus. You've got this, you're over halfway. Now your base ankle is going to be working to help keep you balanced. Hold on to something if you need to. You're nearly there. Got 5 seconds to go. We're into a hip bridge next. So we're going to lie on our back, lift the hips up. Here we go, lie on down. Bring your feet near to your hips if you can touch them, great. Hip distance apart so that there's a little gap between the ankles and knees. And we're simply going to lift the hips, squeeze, roll down to the mat. Lift up, squeeze, roll on down. Good, and we're going to stick with this all the way up, most of the way down. So try and keep a little tilt through the hips right at the bottom. So as your mid-back finds the floor, you tilt the hips so that they hover just by 1 centimeter or so. Really dig in with your heels to get the hamstrings and glutes active, hips lift high. Good, well done, 10 seconds to go. A momentary pause at the top, and then roll down. Nearly there, lift. So, pigeon squat pulse on the other side. Roll up to standing. Make sure you're working opposite ankle across the knee, knee wide. Find your balance, hold on if you need. Come on down and pulse. Good, small, slow, focused movement. Well done, well done. Let this knee shift wide. You'll feel a nice little stretch here. This is going to dictate your range. Working leg, strength, balance, and stability. Well done, halfway. You're doing really well. When this starts to ease off for a stretch, you might be able to come a little lower. Maybe, maybe. 10 seconds now. You can do this. Nearly there. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. 10 seconds extra. Shake it off. Pat it out. Make sure you're having a drink. If you're looking for a little bit of dynamic movement, you can take some deadlifts, hinge at the hips, and stand up. Okay, 10 seconds. We're ready to go again. So right ankle over left knee, right knee wide. Sit tall, sit down, and pulse. There we go, there we go. Nice, well done. So to help with your balance, if you're not holding on to anything, look at something that's not moving. Let your gaze focus on a solid, steady object. Good. Tunnel vision everything else out to help you balance. Well done. And breathe. Got just over 10 seconds to go. You're doing really well. We're going to come back to our hip bridges, and this time add a single leg march. We've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. So, lie on down. Single leg march looks like this. As you lift your hips, one leg is going to lift. As you lower, that leg comes down. Then alternate, other leg. Join in when you're ready. If lifting a single leg is a little bit too challenging, stick with a single rise up and down. Otherwise, the option to add this leg gives a little bit more work to your base leg. So give the hips a good squeeze, hamstrings, glutes, active as you send the knee up to the floor. And the shin is kind of parallel with the ceiling for now. There's another option coming in our third round. Nearly there, last few seconds. Got 5 to go. Lift, lift, lift. Nearly there. Nice. Roll on up to standing. Up we go. Left ankle over right knee. Remember, hold on to something if you need to. Find your position. Sit down, chest up, and pulse. Same focus if you're not holding on to anything. Look, find something to stare at. Good. And pulse. Nice. Now make sure that the hips are lower than the chest. So the chest is up, you're looking forward. Hips are down. Good. This is lovely. This is a really nice focused one. And because we're pulsing, we stay in the bottom range. Those muscles are working all the time. There's no rest for them unless you need it and you can stand up. But we've only got 10 seconds left, so stick with it now. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Yes, you can do this. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Shake out, pad out. One more round to go. So again, we're going to move on to the right leg. Pulses. Hip bridge this time with an extra option. And one more round, left leg pulse. So send that knee wide when you're ready. Sit down, find your balance. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Good. Well done. So if depth is an option, come lower. Good. But keep it small, keep it controlled. Well done. Remember that point of focus. Hold on if you need to. That's absolutely fine. Sit the hips back. Feel the strength in your base leg. It's doing so well. You're halfway. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Well done. Keep this up 15 seconds. We're counting those seconds down all the time, I promise. I'm not pausing that timer ever. I know this feels like an eternity. It is counting down. All right, you got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Shake it out. Good. Other sides. Oh no, bridges, excuse me, hip bridge. So added option this time. You've got your march, or you've got an up and down, lower. Lift up and down. Join in when you're ready. Hips up, leg extends, lower, set down, up. So the longer leg adds more work for the glutes as you extend it away. Try and keep those hips up and high, open the hips, then set down. Lift, extend, lower. So we add a little bit more working time. Hips high, drop it down. You've got 10 seconds left to go. Don't forget to breathe. I know the intensity is building. You're so close. Right, 3, 2, 1. Roll on up. Final round of our lovely little pigeon pulses. So when you're ready, ankle across the knee, send the knee wide, sit low, and pulse. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. So we built the heat in round 1 with those plank to squat thrusters. Heart rate elevated, circulation rate increased. Now it's slower and more intense. Excellent. We got a little bit more of a balance in round 3. There's a bit more movement as well as some focused exercises. Good, you're over halfway. Just a little bit deeper if the depth is with you. Keep the chest up, breathe. Yes, you're nearly there. Come on, well done. Just a few more seconds. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Shake it off. Well done. Pat it out wherever you are feeling stiffness. Nice. Now we're going to come on down onto all fours. Tabletop position, taking a fire hydrant. So start with the right leg. You're going to keep the knee bent, but take it out to the side. Little pause, and then slowly lower. We start in 3, 2, and 1. Up and lower. Squeeze and down. Now, if you're not coming as high as me, don't panic. Again, use the range of the hips. I would rather keep your hips steady than you swing them and let the knee come higher than your natural range. And I think you'll know that you're there because you'll notice a rotation through your torso. You might feel your shoulders shift. You might feel the pressure on your hands change if the hip is a little, or the knee is lifting a little higher than your natural hip range. 10 seconds to go. So your hands should be equally spread with weight, shoulders steady, torso fairly stable. 3, 2, 1. Hop up. Step your right leg forward, left leg back. We're going to go pulsing lunges and change direction halfway. So in 3, 2, 1, come down, stay here, pulse. Perfect, well done. This is where we get that little bit of extra heat now. Nice, so I'll give you a 3-second countdown. All you're going to do is rotate to the front and then to the other side. The legs don't need to move. I mean, they will move. Your feet don't need to change position. 3, 2, 1. So we come up and turn before you lunge again. Yes, well done. 20 seconds on this side, perfect. Keep this moving. So we've got fire hydrants on our left leg next. Remember, you're just taking the knee out to the side and then brushing the knee off the mat. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Come on down, tabletop, all fours. Even weight through your hands, shoulders over your wrists. Hover the left knee up and then send it out to the side. 40 seconds. Lift and lower. So lower back firm, belly button draws in. The glutes are working to elevate your knee. The knee is nicely bent about 90 degrees. You're welcome to point your toe or flex your foot. For this, it makes a bit more sense to point your toe so that your foot's not in the way when you lower your knee. You're over halfway, well done. With an extra 10-second rest coming, all we're going to do is change sides. We go into our second round for block 3. Good, well done, keep this up. Should get a nice bit of heat through the glutes now. You got 3, 2, and 1. Excellent, sit back. If you want a little stretch, you can widen your knees, reach forward, lower the chest, take a little wriggle. Don't forget to factor in some time to have a drink. We got 10 seconds before we go right side, fire hydrants. Okay, option this time, 1 lift, 1 pulse, top range. All right, let's go. 1 lift, 1 pulse in the top range. If the pulse isn't working for you, go full range up and down. Yes, nice, good. So a little extra bite, little squeeze, halfway up, halfway down. Nice, Ali, I see you, well done. Good, yes. Jan is out of camera view, but I'm sure she's still working. 15 seconds. Getting closer, getting closer. Yes. All right, so we got our pulsing lunges again. This time we'll start left leg forward, and then we'll pivot to the right. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up we go. Yo. All right, so left leg forward, right leg back. For 20 seconds, we pulse. Remember, we change and change for that direction. Here we go. Lunge, pulse, stay low. If you can, chest above the hips here. Draw the belly button in. Let that back knee come straight to the floor. Yes, perfect. That keeps the weight distribution central. The natural inclination will be to lean forward, but you add more work to this leg. You don't need to. Right, change direction. Come up, pivot, come down. Pulse. Same thing if you can. Chest above hips, back knees dropping straight down. Good. You don't need to lean over the front leg and add any more work there. It's already working. We keep the back leg engaged this time. Right, you got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Let's go fire hydrants, other side, with the option to add a pulse. So 1 full range, 1 pulse. Jan, you don't have to rearrange your camera. I know you're working. Up with a pulse. Yes. Remember, if the pulse doesn't work for you, go full range, up and down. That's absolutely fine. All right, now good news. We have got just 1 more round to go. These 3 exercises, 1 final time. And then we get to cool down and stretch, and that is our half hour done. It's the nice thing about these exercises, 30 minutes. It's effective, but it goes pretty quickly. Maybe not at the time that you're doing the intense exercises, but you look back and go, oh, we're done already. Right, you got 3, 2, 1. Remember, if you need a little stretch, kick the hips back, lean forward, take a little wriggle, roll on up, pat it down where you need to, and change sides. Factor in a quick drink, 10 seconds, then we're off. Fire hydrants this side. Now options, full range, One full range, one pulse, or stick with the pulses. Ready? Let's go. I'm going to pulse for 20 seconds and then go full range for the final 20. Because I don't think my glutes are going to hold 20 seconds of pulses. Right, 30 seconds to go. Pick your version. Set your challenge. Let's get this done. All right, if you're changing, you've got 3, 2, 1. We're halfway with 20 seconds to go. Whoa, nice. Ali's still pulsing. What a machine. Good, good, good. Keep this up, keep this up. 10 more seconds to go. Ooh, the base leg. Yikes. One more round of pulsing lunges. Remember, we changed direction halfway. Stick with it. 3, 2, 1. Come to standing. Woo-hoo-hoo. Right leg forward. Left leg back. Hip distance apart. Shoulders over hips. Bend both knees. Here we go. 20 seconds. Pulse. Chest up, look forward. Feel that equal weight distribution through both thighs. Yes, well done. Stay low if you can, come higher if you need to. Remember that elegant little pirouette as we change direction in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Up and turn, pulse this side. Knees bent, chest up, here we go. 20 seconds, last time we do these. You've got this, you've got this. Fire hydrants, one more round. Remember, you've got options. Try and repeat what you did on the right side so the left leg works just as hard. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All forwards. Down we go. Last time. So if you're coming with me, it was pulses for the first 20 seconds, full range for the final 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's get it done. Yo. Whatever move you're picking, stabilize your hips if you can. Draw the belly button in and up. Pulses if you're coming with me. Got 10 more seconds to go. Good, good, good. Well done. I'll count you into your halfway. 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds left. If you are changing your move, change it now. Woo! Yes, there we go. 15 seconds. Home stretch. We've got this. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Less than 10 seconds now. You are doing so well. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Sit yourself down, extend your legs, power out the glutes if you need to. Okay, we've got a little combination hamstring and glute stretch together. Right leg straight, turn your toes up, left knee out to the side, but if you can, pick up your foot and cross the ankle on the lower section of your right thigh. All right, does that make sense? So, left knee nice and wide. As you sit up tall, you can use your hands on your left leg to draw you forward. So, glute stretch here, hamstring stretch here. Now, if the glute's really tight, you might notice the knee come on up. If you need to support it, you can. If it's comfortable, maybe you add a little pressure. Also, if you can lean a little further forward. Now, because we're doing 2 for 1, we're going to stay here a little longer. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Maybe you close your eyes. Keep the back of the body long. Try not just to dive your nose forward. Looking over those right toes. Lovely. Give me 5 more seconds. Then we'll unravel and change sides. Excellent. Come on up. So, extend the left leg, toes up. Right knee bends. If you can, prop the heel over the knee, just above the knee joint, lower half of the thigh. Press this away lightly if you can. Lift on up. Draw forward. So move into it gently, find your edge, glute stretch here, hamstring stretch here. Once you've taken a few breaths, maybe you can lean into it a little bit more, but remember you're long rather than diving into a little ball. Close your eyes if that feels good, lean into a little more, give me 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Gently release, unravel the legs. If the knees need a little swish side to side, you can take that. Bring your feet underneath you, support with your hands to come on up to standing. Quad stretches to go. They've had a fair bit of work today, your quads. Hold on to something if you need to. Heel to hips, knees close, hips forward. Stand tall, squeeze. If you need more from your quads, you can shift the knee behind you, not to the side, just behind. And then you're pulling your hips forward. So we create more of an angle at your hip joint to stretch the quads a little deeper if you need it. Stay tall, we're getting a little chest stretch in here as well if you pin your elbows back. Nice. And swap it round. Again, if you need to hold on to something, do. Heel up to hips, knees close, hips forward. Option to shift the knee a little further back if that works for you to intensify the stretch. Stay tall again. Loop your shoulders back if you're holding on with both feet, both hands. Excellent, well done. And when you're ready, set this leg down. Perfect, give them a little shake. Step a little wider, chest up. Take a breath out, release your arms down and up overhead. One more, let it go. And up, reach, well done. Bring your palms together, give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I know there were elements of that were quite intense through either the range of motion that you were achieving or the repetition. I know that's a little spicy. So remember that stretch, this one here. Reach forward when you sit down if you need to come back to your glute stretches. Otherwise, amazing, well done. Pop me any feedback that you have in the comments. Let me know how you found it, if you have any questions, or I will see you again very, very soon. Yeah.